It is the holiday season. That means we got more Christmas films to cover. Folks, this time we're going to jump into the review of the new film, Christmas with the Campbells. What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new film Christmas with the Campbells, coming to theaters and AMC Plus December 2nd. Now, this film came off a little corny to me, but I actually really enjoyed it because I thought the jokes all worked excellently, if I'm saying that right. Very excellent. And the reason why is because I think the cast, when you have like Alex Moffatt from Saturday Night Live, him coming into this already brings a certain level of expectation into his performance. He plays his character Shawn, who has an amazing script, and I also think kind of the opposite of him, and not the opposite in a bad way, but just in the opposite in terms of a different style of humor, comes Justin Long as David, who has this more sarcastic, laid-back, dry humor, which works and balances well between the two of them. And I really enjoyed it. And like, the jokes wasn't just jokes, but they actually were like sort of elevated adult raunchy jokes that made this super enjoyable. It's my type of humor, to be honest, little skits and whatnot. So I definitely did enjoy this film. Also starring Brittany Snow, who plays Jessie. So here's the thing with Jessie. Jessie has been with Shawn for a while. They break up, and Shawn is basically like, hey, listen, I think we're done right before the holidays, and it is what it is. Jessie really doesn't have family, so the holidays now becomes lonely. But the Campbells, which is Shawn and them family, says like, hey, you've always been a part of the family. We don't want you to be by yourself. Your plane and stuff was already paid for. Still come. Shawn had other objectives, so he wasn't even going to come. So Jessie gets there. Jessie is entertained by Justin Long character David, who just at some point is just kind of there to kind of comfort her, but eventually they start to go fond of one another because they start to see things that they like in their significant others in one another. So yes, we kind of know where that kind of all starts to lead towards. Will this odd couple eventually get together? Even if everyone around says like, hey, that doesn't make sense because Shawn and David are cousins, are distant cousins or something, they're somehow related to some extent. And either way, folks gonna pass their judgment on if they should actually be together or not. And they quite aren't really ready to commit towards it, but they are definitely considering it. Justin also has had a really phenomenal year. Just came off of the film Barbarian, which I love. So seeing him in this, I really enjoyed it. I thought that Justin's script was so well done. I thought the script in the entire film was really good, but I really love Justin's character in David. I just constantly given scenes that he really stole them at times, but also complimented his co-stars in a lot of the scenes. But up and down the board, you had a good cast of folks who was making the best in some of the small moments in the film and just made this film work. So like, it does have that sort of very traditional Christmas story feeling of the unlikely couple getting together and love is in the air and whatnot. But at the same time, it did have a level of humor that I enjoy. At times it was super raunchy, very adultish style of raunchy. But then at other times it was like quick skits, quick little one-liners and all that just made it work. And you almost forgot that it was supposed to be a Christmas movie. You just thought it was a family get together and family doing family things and whatnot. I loved how David was flirting with his elders, and it's just some of the best moments of the film. But I talked a lot about them. I also thought that Jessie really brought a lot of emotion to her role because you did kind of feel for her, kind of being the outsider, kind of being alone, kind of realizing how special the holidays are, but she's also in this odd situation of like, should I be here, should I not be here? And the fact that everyone's kind of looking at her like, why are you here if your significant other's not here? it had all of those different moments. Joanne Garcia Swisher is also in this, and I gotta say that her character comes in and really shakes things up in a way that you would think is predictable, but it actually doesn't take the traditional predictable way. So I did enjoy her character kind of being a wild card in this as well. You'll see. I don't want to give too much away, but I did enjoy this film for what it's worth. I think this is an absolute good film to watch during the holidays with your family. I think it's also a good date night film because I think there's a lot of laughs in it. Again, at times it feels corny, but it never really gets to the point that it gets so corny that you just kind of uninvested into it. I thought the jokes and the delivery was done well. I thought the characters was enjoyable. I thought the performances by the actors was solid. And I thought that even folks who had minimal roles made the best of it. And then, hey, it's by writer and producer Vince Vaughn. I mean, come on now. If you love some Vince, then you know what you're getting here. So yeah. But hey, folks, check out Christmas with the Campbells again in theaters and AMC Plus December 2nd. Jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about it. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon.
I keep